let's talk about how everybody is not going to understand your vision. Okay, I heard something one day, and it was so funny. It was like the call from the universe is not a collect call. It's for you. Okay? So you might have these really big goals and dreams and aspirations, and you are telling all these different people in your life and you are telling all these different people in your life, whether that's your family member or your partner or your friends or your children, you know, or your pets even maybe sometimes. And people do not see things in the same way that you do, okay? Because that is not their life mission. That is not their path. That, especially if you are a light worker or an empath or an energy healer or a coach or a grid worker or a priestess or a shaman, or you're just a really magical being of light, you are the rainbow sheep. The way that you think about things and the way that you look at things are so different than the majority of people. And that's not always other people's fault, okay? A lot of times, generations have been conditioned through PTSD and trauma and programming from the news and media and generational and ancestral trauma and capitalism and all these different things. Now, is that always an excuse? No, because everybody is an adult and they need to work on their stuff. Okay? Everybody has a choice in how they want to be living in their reality. But oftentimes when we are the way that we are, which is amazing, but when we are the way that we are, it can feel really disconcerting to be around other people, especially if they're very much attached in the 3D realms, because they don't understand in the first place how you are the way that you are. That you are a being that is so full of love and so full of compassion and empathy and understanding, and how you are positive despite what is going on in the collective conscious shift right now. Okay? There's a lot of toppling down energy and things coming to the light, and it just seems like everything is breaking down, and it is in an essence. But even if you are not consciously aware of it, and you probably are, but even if you're not consciously aware of it, you can see where we're headed. You know that we are headed towards unity consciousness and everybody being able to express themselves and love one another openly and be in their gifts and their talents and offer the beautiful medicine that they do out into the world. You understand that we who are on this higher awareness and tapped into these facets of our multidimensionality are going to be the new leaders and the new guides. And everybody is going to see that is a big honor. And they are going to be coming to us to look for guidance in their own lives, because they have seen how we have created and cultivated so many shifts, not only internally, but also externally, despite the muck and the murkiness that we have had to live through, shift through, evolve through, and grow through. Like, how the heck did we get here? And that is from you continuing to dive within yourself, okay, and look at your shadow aspects, transmute and alchemize them, and come out on the other side as this beautiful butterfly, okay? This metamorphic phases that we continue to go through, okay? So back to our visions and our goals and aspirations. People don't understand those because they don't understand themselves at those depths. You are talking to people and sharing your ideas with people who cannot see those things in their own lives. How is somebody going to understand where you're headed if they cannot envision themselves there, okay? It literally does not make sense to them. They are coming from more of a logical and analytical and critical way of thinking, because that's reminiscent of the old paradigm. That's how everybody has been living for such a long time. It is steeped in 3D and tangibility and things that are seen. Well, you have a completely different understanding of how the cosmos works and how you work. Okay? You don't need to know all the steps. You just know, hey, I'm going to take action steps every day. I'm going to believe in myself. I'm going to tell myself that I'm capable. I am going to reach out to other people that love and support me, okay? And we're going to keep it moving. We're going to keep it pushing, and I'm going to get there, irregardless of what other people think, okay? Even if I don't think that I even have all the tools and resources that I need right now, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna get them, okay? But when we start talking to people who are not being fully supportive of us and poo-pooing on our ideas and saying, well, what about this? And how are you gonna do that? You don't need to tell everybody what you're doing. I keep things very close to my chest unless it's with people that I know fully support me. And when I say fully support me, they may have absolutely no idea how I'm gonna do something, but they say, I believe in you. I know that you can do whatever that you want to do. You are a very powerful creator. You are majestic. You are brilliant. You are funny. You are, all of these wonderful things. I surround myself with people like that. Okay. And you may not have people like that in your life right now, but the more that you use intuition and discernment of, hey, I am not going to springboard my ideas and my goals and visions and aspirations off of people that I know are not going to understand it. Sometimes the reason that we do that is because we're seeking approval. We are like, oh, you're an important person in my life, so I want to get your input on this. Is it because you actually want their input, or are you trying to self-sabotage? Are you trying to retract inside of yourself and stay small? Are you looking for any type of excuse to not go after the things that you want? Are you trying to compare yourself to these other people who also play small in their life? Why would you do that? Why? Sometimes you are the only person that can hype yourself up. Okay, again, like I can tell my soul tribe members all the live long day about the things that I want to be doing, and they can lift me up and support me, but sometimes they don't fully understand where I'm headed, and that's totally okay. It's all right. I know though, the only confirmation and validation that I need is from me. Okay, because you got to be your biggest hype person and your biggest cheerleader. And the reason I say this is it's really important to be mindful of who it is that we have in our life. We need to be looking around and saying, I know that the top 5 people that I hang out with the most are having a direct reflection over my reality. Because we are energetic beings, and when we are around energy that is toxic or dramaful or just negative, saying the world's coming to an end and crashing down and it's evil and all these things, that is going to have an effect on your energy field. It is going to have an effect on your perceivability of what is possible for not only your life, but other people's lives and out in the collective as well. And as this new earth paradigm that we're moving into, don't let people get you stuck in places that you're not meant to be. And we need to be asking ourselves, is this somebody that I would let my inner children and teens hang out with? Is this a person that is damaging my abandonment wounds and my trust wounds? Is this somebody that makes me feel unworthy or is triggering my attachment styles, my anxious, avoidant, or fearful attachment styles, codependent attachment styles? Do they make me feel bad about myself? Like, I'm not going to allow that in my inner children and teens' life. Not only in my life, but absolutely not theirs. And when we are being really mindful about the people who we are surrounding ourselves with, that is when your inner children and your teens really start trusting you and start seeing that they do not have to stay in these behavioral patterns, in these triggers, and that they don't have to be hurt over and over and over again, because you are stepping up as the guardian and the protector and the guide, and you're saying, I will not allow any of that in my reality. I got you. We are not going to keep on regurgitating what happened to us in the past. It's not our fault that we pulled those people in, but it's definitely our choice whether we do or not now. Okay, so we are going to surround ourselves with people who love and support us and embrace us and lift us up. And even if they don't understand our vision, they're like, you go. I fully believe in you. What can I do to help support you on your journey? Okay, because they want to see you grow and thrive and excel, with you remembering to be your biggest cheerleader and for your inner children and